Lock and loaded. We ready. We're going to do another download today. This is going to be a good one. I might want to share this one if you care. We're going to do a video. You got a lot of people talking about cryptocurrency, you know, Bitcoin. There's this new thing about the banks freezing and closing down and money and people telling you to start investing in the Bitcoin. But before I do this download, and I'm going to do this download to tell you, this is a download. I'm going to show you today how to make money without working. The secrets of the kingdom of heaven. All right? How to make money without working. This is what I'm going to do today. Okay? A lot of people like to talk about my financial situations. You understand? I'm rich. I'm rich because I have the key to making money without working, and I'm going to show you this. Okay? So before I want to say this, before I say this, I want to say shout out to all my warriors out there. I got you. I see you, man. A lot of y'all people like, let me get him, ain't you, boy? Let me get online and let me go kill these niggas. You don't want to defend yourself? Let me defend you. And I tell them, listen, man, don't you realize that people are feeding off the energy that you put out? That's what they want. And this is what it all comes down to. Stop giving your attention. Okay? And I'm going to show you something right now. We keep giving attention to them. That's why they got power. Because the true currency is your attention, is your focus. And I'm gonna break that all the way down in this right here. You understand? But I do want to say I really appreciate all my warriors that reached out, that showed me support. Because a lot of times I'll be on here talking and I'll be feeling like, yo, ain't nobody listening to me. You know what I'm saying? And when I don't get that response, when I don't get the attention as far as support for what I'm doing here, then I disappear. Why? Because I don't have any force. If people are not paying any attention to the truth has no power. If we don't pay attention to the truth and give all of our attention to lies, then lies have power. That's the problem. We give all of our attention to the fake fuck shit. Instead of looking at what's real and focusing on that, we look at the wrong thing and we give that power. And it persists and it exists because the whole system of life, it exists because we give it attention. We give it our mind. Our mind holds an electrical current. It's called an electrical charge. Okay? These words are very, very in tune with money and exchange of energy. Remember I did my sexual exchange of energy and I told you what sex was? Well, this download goes right into sex. Money attaches right to sex. And if you understand sex, and you understand life and how sex works, the exchange of energy, you're going to learn how money works because it goes hand in hand. Okay? So I just want to say thank you for all those that reached out to me and supported me, because a lot of times when I was getting trashed and people were like giving all this attention to the fake, and it was like, wow, you know, I should just stop doing videos. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm in a world that doesn't care about the truth. You know what I'm saying? So to hear y'all come out and, you know, support, yo, that's good. It give me strength and give me the energy again that I need to give it right back to you. I'm going to give you the divine wisdom. You know, I'm going to give you the absolute truth. Like right now, everybody trying to sell you Bitcoin. They trying to make you focus on the fake. See, Bitcoin is basically a system, or cryptocurrency is basically a system that is basically showing itself as a backup plan to the economy failing. The economy is about to fail. The bank's about to shut down. And what they want you to do is they want you to put your attention into Bitcoin. The more people are selling you Bitcoin or mining, they're giving people money to mine Bitcoin now. Bitcoin is trying to get your mind on mammoth, the devil, money. It's the new bank. They're telling you that you need to put your mind into Bitcoin. No, I need you to understand that this is the devil. The Bitcoin is the devil, and I'm telling you this right now. When I say the devil, I mean it's the lower self. The economy is going to fail. But there's a true economic system that we don't even acknowledge or give our attention to. This is why we live in death and hell. We can't take one system and go into another. This is what we're doing. Cryptocurrency is not the way. I'm going to show you that right now. Cosmic Currency 101, how to make money without working. Ooh, we got to log into this one, right? Ooh, how to get that money, right? Because money is power, right? No. You give money power. The people give money value. What makes money valuable? Since money is power, what makes money valuable? The things that back up money are resources. These are natural resources. Well, what makes those natural resources valuable is the fact that you buy into the products that actually make these things valuable. As far as these phones, you need natural resources to make these phones. So the more you buy these phones or buy into these phones, it gives them value. It gives the money value that attaches to these phones. The money has value because people are like, well, I gotta go get this money to go get the iPhone. So the money's valuable because the iPhone is valuable. And the iPhone costs money, so you have to go get the... And guess what? The iPhone is valuable because it can only be made with this kind of mineral. So that mineral is what's valuable because you make it valuable. Because you paid it attention. They sold you the idea of, look what you can do. You need a TV. Everybody needs a TV. They sold you this idea. You need a TV. You're afforded with a TV, nigga. We had each other. They're like, no. You need a TV. Check out what this TV does. And although it was a cool idea, the only reason why it's sold is because everybody paid attention to it. When you got people to pay attention to it and focus their energy, their attention on it, it becomes valuable. You see? And this all goes back to Matthew 6 when he says, put not your treasures in heaven, put not your treasures on earth and these, mundane things, but put your treasures in your higher self, in nature and wisdom and knowledge and true divine wisdom. Put not your treasures into these things that are here today and gone tomorrow. Thieves break in and steal. But put your treasures in heaven where thieves do not break in and steal. This is what it was talking about. People are telling you now to put your treasures or put your mind, your currency, your focus on Bitcoin instead of putting your focus on nature. People are telling you to put your focus on cryptocurrency. No, instead of cosmic currency. This is the true currency. Life is the true currency. Life is balance. Everything, there's an economic system that's already there that we must live in harmony to get into our higher selves, to get into the heavens. You have to be in tune with nature. And people will say, well, what is nature? We'll go into that later. Remind me to talk to you about what nature is before I stop this. Don't let me go past telling you what nature is. Because a lot of people be like, well, nature is just a system and it's a computer system and it's a floppy, we're on a floppy disk and all of this stuff. But I'm going to break it down why you have to be in tune with nature. And people are telling you to put your treasures into cryptocurrency right now. Everywhere, everybody's telling you, you see it. It's a subconscious message that is telling you to put your money, your energy, your time, your attention into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Please put your money into Bitcoin right now because they're mining. They're mining. But without your attention, there could be no money. Money can have no value. This is showing you right now what they're doing with cryptocurrency is showing you what you need to actually have money. You have to have a whole bunch of people paying attention to it. So what they're doing is mining. They get people that mine to actually sell you this stuff so they can it can value. And they're telling you, look, man, the bank is going to close down, and it is. But when it closes down, we can have our own system called cryptocurrency. You know what I'm saying? We could trade each other over online on computers, so you should invest in this. But I'm telling you that you should invest in the kingdom of God. And I'm going to show you how to make money without working for that system. And I've done this before. I'm going to do it again. I figured out how to make money in the system, in the lower self. I figured money out. And I did a video about that. If you want to make money, you have to have relationships. That's the key to money in the lower self. In the lower self, you want to make money, you don't work. It's too many, it's rich people already out there. You want to make money, you have to have relationships. It's not what you know, it's who you know. It's not what you say, it's how you say it and who you say it to. So if you want to make money, it's all about relationships. Because people will give you money. Because one thing that people want to do is give. People thrive off giving. You have to put yourself in a position around people to give you. That's how you make money in the lower stuff. I already gave you that remedy on how to make money and manifest money. That's fine. But the main key in anything, as far as whatever you want to gain, as far as your desires. But I want to go over some keywords before we start this, because I know I'm a little ahead of myself, and there's a lot of things I want to teach you today. So, and we got, but so much time. I guess, time is what? Energy? Okay, first word of the day I want to go over is value. Remember we talked about value when we talked about slavery? Value is a person's principles or standards of behavior. What's important to you? That's what a value is. But before we go to value, let's start at attention. Attention is your true currency. What does currency mean? Currency is a circulation as a medium of exchange. I'm going to say it again. Currency, current, like an electrical current. That's what it is, current, electric current. An electrical current is a circulation, electrical current, circulation, something to be current, it has to be circulating. So a currency is a circulation as a medium of exchange. The cosmic currency is what? Energy. Attention is your true currency. Everybody say this with me. Attention is my true currency.
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 Okay, your ability to focus that attention on one set thing, okay, throughout the obstacles is the driving force of your success in gaining your desires. Let's say it again. Your ability to focus is the driving force of your success in gaining your desires. The most successful people in the world have focus. That is the true key to being rich. Focus. Don't let anybody else tell you anything. This is a secret. Your focus and what you focus on as far as your desires is what make you rich. Michael Jordan is rich today because he was focused on succeeding and being the best basketball player he could be. The richest people in the world are relentlessly focused. They're just rich when it comes to this. But if you focus on the kingdom of heaven and all that's divine and the divine wisdom and knowledge that I'm going to give you today, you will never be poor. You will come into the kingdom and you will be taken care of by a force that's unseen. Money will just fall into your lap. Money will just be given to you if you listen to me. Focus. Out of nowhere, money will just drop to you. People will just give you money. Watch. Listen. So, your ability to focus this attention is the driving force of your success in gaining your desires. This is your money. Attention is your money. Your energy, your attention, what you exchange it with, sex, sacred energy exchange. What you exchange it with, this attention, this mind, this energy of yours, what you exchange it with, what you focus it into with, what you focus it into, is the driving force of your success. How well do you focus? You go to college. Your objective was what? My objective is to graduate and become a doctor. Point A, point B, straight line. Fastest way to getting there is what? Focus on your schoolwork. Do what you need to do. But guess what? Soon as you come to college, you're met with something called obstacles. Cost. cost. We have attention is the money. Focus is the driving force of succeeding and gaining your desires. Your desires is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. We all have desires. We all have goals. We call it dreams, right? Dream chasers. Everybody chase your dreams, man. Whatever you want in life, you can chase it, man. So, in order for you to get your desires, you got to take your attention and focus it in on your goal. So whatever you want, that's your currency. Your attention is your currency. You have to be, your ability to focus will let you get what you want or not get what you want. Most people don't have what they want because they have no fucking focus. This goes back to your astrological energy. Go study. Go study where your astrological energy is. Do you have a problem focusing? Are you an emotional person? Do you have water where you have water in your Mercury? Are you a water sign in your Mercury? It's hard for you to stay focused. Once you get emotional, you making decisions from your emotions, making decisions from subjectivity, having no ability to be focused. This is why the Capricorn is successful. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, these energies, these earth energies are successful because they're fixed signs. And the fixed sign is stable. It's like, they can lose focus or be distracted off their goal for a little bit, but they get back on it, right? Now, so when you go to college and you're at freshman, now you want to go be a doctor. You in school, you talk to your guidance counselor. The guidance counselor like, oh, you want to be a doctor? Okay, you should go here. You take your SATs, you get accepted to a college. Now you want to go be a doctor. First thing you do is what? You run into what? Obstacles. Now the obstacles would be considered the cost. You want to be the boss? Well, you're going to have to pay the cost. And I ain't talking about fees. I'm not talking about the fake ass money system that we're talking about. I'm talking about focus. Here's a cost. A cost or a price is an amount that has to be paid or spent to obtain something. Spent or paid to obtain something. That would be the obstacles in the way of you getting to your goal. Obstacle is a thing that blocks or impedes one way or hinders your progress. So, your ability to focus is the driving force of your success and gaining your desires. So many people want greatness, but will not sacrifice anything for that greatness. Everybody want to be balling out of control in Babylon, but don't nobody want to do without. I'm going to bring it full circle. So, what you value, a person's principles, standards of behavior, what's important to you, determines and how you value those principles, determine how well you will focus. Why is this important? Why am I saying this? Because at the end of the day, the real money is your mind. Is what you pay attention to. That's why Bitcoin is needing you right now to pay attention, and more people come and buy into it. Take their attention. Because remember, money ain't shit. Money is fake as hell. So you go to work every day and you give your what? Your attention. You clock in, right? The paper money ain't shit. That ain't nothing but something that's exchanged. That's a medium. That's a fake ass medium to exchange for your energy. You give them your energy for that piece of paper, but that piece of paper is valued and backed up as a promissory note for what truly values, and that's your shelter, your food, and everything that you need as far as you to survive within their system. But who's to say you have to survive within their system? You don't know nothing else. You don't know that you can live off grid. Huh? Oh, maybe you didn't know that. Well, that's what Melanation's here for. So, you go to work every day, you clock in, click clock, and you give somebody what? Your attention. You are trading your electrical charge, your attention, your energy. You go eat that kinetic energy that you ate with. You get up and you go give somebody your attention. Look, I need you to sit at this desk, focus on this paper, get all of these papers done for 8 hours, and I will give you $40 a day. Now, with those $40, you can do what the hell else you want to do with it, but make sure that you're at work here every day. And this is called slavery. And then you do the research about who you're working for. It all comes back to the bank. All of these corporations that you're working for, they all owned by the bank. And the bank has an agenda. What's the bank's agenda? Well, the bank's agenda is to simply sit there and destroy the earth. They don't have an agenda. People that print money don't need money. So what's their agenda? You work in a system, within a system, just surviving, not understanding what the hell you're working for and what you're doing truly. You don't ask questions. As long as you get that check and you're in your lower self and you're surviving, that's all you worried about is your little apartment, your little car, your little situation, your little baby father, your little Christmas gifts and all that stuff. You're not even asking the question, what am I giving my energy to here? Who am I working for? What is this corporation? Who owns this corporation? What are they doing? Does that even matter to you? Who owns your corporation? The bank does. Who owns the bank? A central bank. Okay, what is that central bank doing? Why are they printing this money out? Okay, they print the money out for us to work for it, but it got to be a reason why we're doing this stuff. Step back and ask yourself, why are we doing this? What am I? Okay, they have an economy. They have a little system here, a farm, right? I'm a part of their farm, their little ecosystem, their little, what they call corporation. I'm a part of their corporation. But what is this corporation representing? What are they doing? What is the agenda of this bank? This basically, you work for the bank. Say it. You work for the bank. I work for the bank. That's what you do. You work for the bank. But who is the bank? And what is its agenda? What is the bank's agenda? I know you feel like you just work at McDonald's. But McDonald's is owned by the bank. So you work for the bank. I know you feel like you work for an insurance company, but the insurance company is owned by the bank. And what is the bank doing? The bank doesn't need money. The bank puts the money there for you to work on their agenda, help them with their agenda. Just like with cryptocurrency, they have an agenda. Nobody's talking about the agenda. They're talking about how much money you can make, and you're thinking about in your lower self, ooh, I can get all this money. You know, all this material things that I can gain from what I can get. You're not looking at what their agenda is. The person that make Bitcoin, the person that make cryptocurrency don't need cryptocurrency. Nigga, they rich because they have resources. You understand? They're rich because you love the iPhone. They're rich because you can't live without a fucking TV. They're rich because you can't live without a fucking laptop. They're rich because you need the internet. They're rich because they convince you that you need these things in life. So what's their agenda of the bank? Let's look. Let's look into history. What does the bank do? The bank has a military, right? They have an army, Air Force. They pay the military. This is the military. They have their own military. The bank owns the military, and the bank is like, this is our security for our military, for our people, for our farm. And we're going to protect our investments because we're invested in these people that are working for our agenda. So you are secured under the agenda in the corporation that you live within, but you never ask the question, what is their agenda? What are you really giving your energy to? And I tell you right now what the agenda of the bank is, and always will be, is to kill, steal, and destroy. Because the bank is owned by a spirit that lives in all of us. A spirit of greed, pride, stupidity. A spirit that cannot see itself as itself. A spirit of evil that lives against itself and lives backwards. This spirit lives in all of us. But these so-called royal families that own these banks are literally the devil and his demons. What you would call the fallen angels. There's a spirit that lives in all of us. We can all be possessed by it because depending on your astrological debilitations, can the spirits come into you? The spirits, as far as energy, you know, of misunderstanding, this is where they vibe through. So of course, they go into the spirits of these beings. But what are the spirits of these beings doing? Look at the planet, bro. When you have everything, right? You got everything. You don't need money. You behind the money. People that print the money don't need the money. So what do they need? They need more control. They need more power. greed. So in order for them to get more greed, they must go look at other countries and say, we need to dominate that country. We need to invade their country. We'll send our military. We'll create to our population that they're an enemy, and then we'll go take what they have on their land and suck out all the oil from what they land. We need oil. Oh, yes, oil. We need this. Whatever we need more of it. We need to secure it everywhere. We need to have alliances everywhere. We need to become powerful. We need to just destroy everything. In the midst of that, they are killing, stealing, and destroying. And that is the devil. That's what the devil came to do. The devil come to kill, steal, and destroy. If you put your energy into Bitcoin, if you put your energy into cryptocurrency, you are now supporting the same system or the same fallen spirits that are killing, stealing, and destroying. That's their agenda. They don't need money. They just want power. And in order to get power, their false sense of power, they have to kill, steal, and destroy. Until what? Until there's nothing left. Today, guess what? That power consumes them and they kill their own self. This is why you don't need to be around them, because they're just killing themselves. They're actually self-sabotaging themselves, because after everything is gone and gone, when you conquer everything and you don't become powerful, that power consumes you. And that's what it's doing. It's going to consume them. When you destroy the earth, you're destroying yourself. How wise are these beings? I want you all and everybody here to know that you're giving your attention, which is your money, your true currency, okay? That is your circulation as a medium of exchange. Remember, what is sex? Sacred energy exchange. Your energy exchange with another. So you go to work and you have sex with this system. You're having sex with the devil. You're in bed with the devil. You're in bed with the devil. Because of what? Your desires. You are living in your lower self. Your desires is something that you have a strong feeling of wanting. Well, every one of us wants to survive. That's your first desire, is to survive. So you woke up in a system and you ain't question nothing. You just like, yo, I gotta survive. So I don't know what's going on, nigga. I'm just going to work. I just know I gotta go get a job. I gotta go apply for a job. I'm going to work. I know I gotta sell these drugs. I gotta do this. I gotta be the man. I want to be the man. Ignorance. The thing is shutting down now. The reason why you hear cryptocurrency so much right now is because the banks are failing. And soon the economy is going to be shut down. And I'm telling you this one thing right now, that the inevitable is going to happen. What's going to happen is, if you don't have natural resources, as far as clean water, fresh fruit, and all of these things right now, as Nature Boy is telling you to move to the tropics, Melanation is here to show you how to live one with the tropics. It's the only way you are going to become their slaves. They're physical slaves, and that's what they're showing you with Libya. Libya is being enslaved, and I want to show you something right now. Everything that you see is not in this world. You can't take it for physical value. It's all subconscious. See, when they put in the media, Libya, show a black man slaved in line, and put the black man's face on slave, this is what the subconscious picks up. The subconscious picks up slave, black man. That's it. That means that you're going to be black people, black men at that. Wherever you try to run to, wherever you try to go, you're going to be a target for them to turn into slaves in the new world after the economy is shut down. They're going to go right back to slavery. They have to build their economies again off of cryptocurrency. And they're going to use black men as slaves again. And so what happened with Nature Boy on that bus was showing you what must be done in the future as far as us being prepared for what's coming. You must be able to die for what you stand for. And to die is being put to sleep. And if you cannot live and truly live in freedom and harmony with nature, then you're already dead. So therefore, you might as well put your life down and go to sleep, because you don't understand death. This is why you fear it. You don't understand disease. This is why you fear it. You fear what you do not know. The more you know, the more knowledge I can give you, the more less you can fear, because you understand. And even when I give you the understanding, faith without work is dead. So listen very closely, because the trick is coming. People are selling you Bitcoin. They're trying to sell you cryptocurrency because they are putting their values into the treasures here on earth. That's what they're doing. They're putting their treasures in the earth, and they're trying to tell you to do it too, to keep you trapped. But I'm telling you to put your treasures in heaven, and you're going to get the equal pay, even more pay. Huh? So let's go over this one more time. Attention is your true currency. What is currency? It's a circulation as a medium of exchange. Sex, sacred exchange, sacred energy exchange. It's energy. Your currency is what you give your energy to, your attention to. Now, if you can use this currency and invest it in the right thing, give your attention to the things in heaven, give your attention to the heavenly things. Now, what are heavenly things? Higher knowledge, higher wisdom, occult information, understanding that we need to live in tune with harmony with nature. Stop giving value. We need to understand values again. We need to reevaluate our values. We need to reevaluate our values, a person's principles and standards of behavior. We need to refine our values, our ma'at laws and values and principles of thought. Tehuti, we need to regain our values and give attention and power. Attention, power comes from what? Energy. You can't have power without energy, but energy is a currency, and currency is your attention. So you give something power when you give it attention. Black power. So your ability to focus this attention on something relies on its success. If you desire and you put your desires in your higher self in the heavens, you want to learn divine wisdom and live that divine life, and you put all that you have into that with unshakable focus. Focus is the ability to pay attention, particularly to. It's an electrical current. Now you gather up this current. Now, whatever your astrological energy is, you must pay attention to this, because this lets you know how rich you are. You might not have the money, the cosmic money, to afford your desires. See, some of y'all is too broke to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all too broke to pay attention. Too broken to pay attention, energy. You don't got enough focus to pay the attention to get your desires. And that's your problem. What if I told you there was a way of making things happen without doing anything? That if you focused your mind on something and you be still, and you seen it, visioned it, and everything, and believed it, and then walked out on faith, and it can happen, well, then you would be cosmically rich. You see? But in order for you to be able to do that, you got to know yourself. You got to know what you're capable of. You have to reevaluate your values and principles that you stand upon to give test. You must put work behind your faith. So now we have it. Here's the issue. We have desires, lower self-desires or higher self-desires. Same shit, different toilet, different frequency. At the end of the day, you want a car. You want this car. You see you want this car. In order for you to get that car, you're going to have to pay attention. How you going to pay attention without focus? You broke, because you ain't got enough attention, because you ain't got enough of focus on something. You want that car, you want that car, you want that car. You go to get that car, and before you know it, you read what it costs. What's the cost? Obstacles. Obstacles are things that block and impede one way or hinders the progress of what you want in front of your desires. So therefore, as soon as you met with some kind of obstacle or something that impedes your way of getting your desires, you have no focus. So you lose focus and you never get what you desire because you have no focus. You too broke to pay attention. You stop paying attention. You pay attention to this, then you pay attention to this, then you pay attention to this, then you give it a little attention to this, you give it a little attention to this. You never get what you desire, because what you desire, it is reliant on your ability to focus that attention on that desire, no matter what happens. No matter how much you get disturbed or distracted, the obstacles, this is the cost, the obstacles. From point A to point B, you will have obstacles. That's the cost. The cost is the amount that has to be paid or spent to obtain something. So therefore, you need to obtain it, but you need to go here and get your credit right first. Or you need a cosigner. So you need to focus. Damn, who do I know I can get to co-sign for me to get this car? How can I break it to them to get them to co-sign it? Because if they co-sign it, this all takes focus. Then your phone rings. Girl, you ain't gonna believe it. What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh my God. For real? Oh my God. You know, start paying attention to this. Oh my God. Car out the window. You was already focused on the car. Your mind was clear and crisp. This is why they say to meditate. To meditate is to focus one's thoughts on one thing at a time and completely focus. Clear one's thoughts and meditate. That means to focus. You have no focus. Women are terrible at paying attention. Children are terrible at paying attention. Women are terrible at paying attention. Their minds are everywhere. There's no focus. They're jitter. Blah, 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 blah. Air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, cannot focus. They have a hard time focusing. This is why when you get in somebody's car and you got trash everywhere and you in their car, you like, God. You go into somebody's house and you like, ugh. It's the fact that they're scattered all over the place. You see stuff scattered. You see children with their toys. Because they lack the ability to focus and pay attention to something for more than once at a time. And you got to teach your children this when they play with their toys. Put your toys up. Don't play. Don't play. You got to teach them focus. You see everything everywhere because there's no focus. They wanted coffee, but then they wanted this. And then they had to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Then they had to go over here. Then they had to do this. Then they had to go over here and go do this and this. Before you know it, everything is everywhere. And they're just sitting in the next space. And you get in like, oh, excuse my car. Sorry. I got to get clean. No, bitch. You can't fucking focus. And it's showing in your personal life. You can't fucking focus. This is why you are unsuccessful in obtaining your desires. Then you want to complain because you ain't got the shit that you want. The reason why I'm so successful at what I do when I do it is because of my focus. You can't get me or distract me off of my focus. And let me give you this jewel. This is a heavy jewel and you need to always remember this. What is the fastest and quickest way to knowledge of self?
Through nature.
Through what?
Nature.
Y'all sound like y'all didn't want to sound off for me. What is the fastest way? This is an Egyptian parable, right? What is the fastest way to knowledge of self?
Nature.
Ooh, there it goes. The best and shortest route, or the shortest road, to knowledge of truth is nature. That's from point A to point B. You see that? We must study nature. Now I'm going to come back to that because I want to tell you what nature is. But before I go into that, I'm going to show you how to make money without working. All you have to do is put your attention and to focus on your desires. You don't even have to go to work. Could it be that simple, nature boy? Could it be that simple? All I have to do is focus on my desires no matter what comes along, what happens. I keep a visual picture of whatever I desire. So this is like the law of attraction, right? So much I feel it in my being. Imagination. Some of you have no imagination. So for you to have imagination is to be able to take the unmanifest and make it manifest. But you must imagine. You must obsess with it. You must bring magnitude of energy within your being so that it pushes and then comes and attracts very fast. This is why when you see me, I get all the things that I want in life very quick. Some people know how to do this naturally because they have a cosmic energy that allows them to do it. You see these rich people, they get money because they obsess. That's all they do is think about it. They talk about it. Everything they do, yo, but you know what? These people, they sit around and talk about this shit all day, every day, all day. Did you know if you just talk about something all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, it'll come into your life? If you just obsess about it, just talk about it all day, every day. Oh yeah, look, I just love barbershops. This is what I did to get my barbershop so quick. I just talked about the barbershop all the time. No matter what people called me to talk about, I would listen to them, and some kind of way, I would massage that conversation into what I wanted to talk about. And it was the barbershop. And I'm like, yo, you ever thought about, getting a barbershop? Yeah, I'm getting a barbershop. And it's going to be named Bishop AZ and I had no money for it. I had nothing at all for my barbershop. I had nothing. I just had my mind clear in believing I was going to get it. In a matter of about 2 to 3 months, maybe 4 months, somebody gave me $20,000. Just came up to me and gave me $25,000 to open up my shop, one of my clients. But I talked about it all day long. That's all I talked about. Every day for 4 months, I was obsessed with a barbershop. That's all I talked about. I had no money. I had no credit to get a loan. I had nothing. Someone just came and gave me the money. This has happened to me many times. I said I wanted land. Somebody came and gave me $300,000. I've done this by manifesting myself. I've done this already many times, and I want to show you how to do it. I want to give you the keys to the kingdom. I want you to know that if you desire whatever you desire, whether it's in your lower self or higher self, I want to give you the keys. I want you to get everything that you desire in life so that you can figure out what truly matters. See, the more we get what we desire, the more we can get in a position to actually focus on what really matters. So the more you get what you want, the more cars, the more women, the more things that you get, the more you realize none of the shit matters, and the only thing that matters is life. So I want to give you the keys to get all that you desire. If you want something, you don't have to work. You have to do shit right now. Think about anything that you desire right now. Write it down. Write it down, envision it, take it into your being, and focus every single day. Obsess with it. Do little things to bring little things into manifestation about it. Like go get some business cards. Go make a fucking icon. Whatever you need to do every single day, do something toward that goal. One little thing, no matter what it is, no matter how small, every day do one thing toward getting whatever you desire. And when people talking to you, you have to have the focus that's like, yeah, but do you know about this? 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 Everything to the point where people are like, I can't even talk to you. God damn. I was talking about a fucking barbershop. You're going to lose friends because your friends can't see your vision. And you have to hold this vision because it's going to cost you. And they're going to have obstacles like people in your life that's going to say, no, you can't do it. And you're going to have to be like, I guess this is going to be the cost, huh? My relationship between me and you is going to be part of the cost of me obtaining my desires. I'm going to have to let you go, sweetheart. You could do this with anything you desire. This is the key, not cryptocurrency. Life is more magical than money. Money is just a byproduct of what you're able to do if you understand that thought brought everything into existence. Thoughts become things. You don't need no money. You don't need anything. You just need focus. You need to notice and observe your thoughts. And I'm thinking of, why I didn't think nothing about my desires today. My goal was I want to be this. This is why rappers get successful. They use this technique, but they do it with music. If you can make music about it, oh, you get it really quick. Because music is a current, it's a chant. When you make music about it and everybody's singing about it, I want $1 million, 100 mil. Hey, I got 100 mil. Niggas ain't got not a dime in their pocket, but they talking about, I got 100 mil. I'm rich, and they faking it. They looking like they got diamonds until they got diamonds. They talk about it so much, it becomes true. This works on any level of consciousness. Just imagine what we can do if our desires match our values and principles and morals. Only thing that I desire is to live in harmony with live in harmony with nature, and nothing's going to stop that. Only thing that I desire, me, and you see me, I'm relentless with my focus. I got haters, I got obstacles, I got the course that it's going to take to bring world peace. I got to take that. This is things that impede one's way or hinder one's progress. I got to take what comes with it, but I remain focused. And the more valuable the thing that you want, it's going to take more time. Time is energy. It's going to take more energy. It's going to take more energy. You got to respect that because it's worth it in the end. It's worth it. Do not focus on fear and your obstacles. See, your obstacles will make you fear. You focus on fear, then you have no imagination. You have to have imagination. First of all, you have to have imagination. You have to be able to see it. To see it. Oh, to see it. This is why I was able to manifest that house on the hill with the beautiful view. Why? Because in my mind, not only did I believe it, I was thinking of living in tune with nature and how beautiful and abundance I attracted to people. Like how you did that, how you get all your money, how do you work and pay for all those bills, and how I don't have a job. I never had a job, nigga. I've always been someone that's able to focus on my desires, and I've always been able to get it no matter what because I have the drive. I have the focus. No matter what, someone can make me feel sad. A girl can come along, break my heart. Yo, when they do, they come along, they break my heart, dog. Women get close. Man, I love women, yo. I love, oh God, I love them. I love them all shapes, sizes, all. I love beautiful. I love women. That's my weakness, man. Woman, always been. You heard? I love the fuck, man. So that's just me. I have to know my own weakness. That's a part of me being able to focus. So when it comes, I'm like, okay. I see you coming, shorty, from a mile away. I know my desires and I know my obstacles. When you know this, you can play the game now. Because now you're going to have a little smirk on your face like, okay. When you see your haters, you know your obstacles and you know your desires. So when you see your haters, you like, okay. Yup, I knew this was going to happen. You know? And now you're happy. You happy. Why? Because in the face of all this, you know how this goes. See, this happened to me many times. Many times people have come and give me chunks of money here, out of nowhere. You can't tell me about this. I've been walking on invisible steps for 2, 3, I don't know, maybe 10 years, 15 years, I don't know. I've been walking and living my life like this for a while. I want to give it to you. I wanted to show you how to do it. You have to focus. Look in your birth chart and see, can you focus? If you have a debilitation in focus, get some people around you that ground you. You might be an air sign, so you might have to fuck with some earth people to get in your circle to do it together, to keep you grounded. So every time you fucking feel like you about to go off, you hit your phone and you get the friend on your phone, you're like, yo, remember what we doing? Remember what we doing? Calm down, relax, come back, you know. Practical people, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, gonna bring your ass back down and be like, yo, chill. Or you might be someone that's too motherfucking and needs some drive. Taurus can be fucking lazy. Niggas ain't got no drive. You might need a motherfucking Libra or an Aquarius to put, or a fucking fire sign like an Aries to put the passion in you. Because you could be so plodding along that you need some passion because you're gonna need all these things in the midst of a moment. See, my energy is balanced. See, me, I have a spirit of a warrior. And I'm not talking about just fighting and killing. No. The greatest of warriors know how to avoid fighting and use their mind. Mind over muscle. Mind over matter. You understand what I'm saying? It's always mind over matter. The greatest of warriors will tell you the last resort is to fight. So when I see my warriors like, yo, let me go get them. I'm like, no. Don't give them attention. Don't give them no money. Don't give them no money. We need all the money we can get. Now, do I put value in this physical money? Fuck no. Why? Because I'm rich. People like, what you did with 300? I gave it away. I gave it to people. I gave it to people to help them because that's my desire. My true desire is to help people understand knowledge of self. And I don't care what that costs, I will give it to you. Here. It don't matter. Why? Because I'm rich. I have abundance. I never stop having money. I always will have money. Why? Because deep in my being, I know I deserve it. I never put myself in a position to need anything else. I know I deserve it in my bones. I have self-esteem that is so high, you could never break me because I made myself. So at the end of the day, I'm rich because I said so. That's why. And I do it with passion. And I do it with passion. And it feels inside of me. And I feel and I fucking believe it. And guess what? It happens. It has to happen. And I don't let anything scare me. I have gone to the point where it seemed like everything was going to fall apart. But I stayed still. And everything came right back together. So you can't break me. I already been to the mountaintop. I already know it works like a fucking charm. All I do is peace, stay still. And I've never been hungry one time. And you know, I work for the lower self. I did this in my lower self. And I got all the desires, all the women, all the cars, all the clothes, or everything I ever desired. I've done it. And I'm telling you, at the end, I was empty. I can tell you that all I want. You have to go experience it. If you desire clothes, cars, you know, all those things, you got to go get them. Go get them. Go, hurry up. This is the fastest way to do it. Not putting your money in cryptocurrency, none of that. All you got to do is focus. People going to come drop money to you. But if you ain't got the focus and the drive and values and principles and morals that you never break for nothing, this is right here is going to help you with your focus. Your principles and morals, okay? Your values. Your values, you must never break your values. You need to have values. The army has values. The military has values. They never break. These are morals that you stand on and you never break them. This is what gets you through hard times because you always look at the moral and the principle of the situation and say, I don't do that because this is not moral and my morals say that I can't. These are morals that you live by, you instill, and this keeps you. Holy Spirit, pure thoughts. Your morals and your values help you get your desires. Depending on what they are, if they match the frequency of your desires. If your morals and values are just to do the most upright thing, then you want to go get a motherfucking Lamborghini, you're not going to be able to do that because your morals are going against your desires. Your desires are going to be like, I want a Lamborghini, but the morals say the Lamborghini is using oil. You know, you don't need the Lamborghini, dude. Like, you should. This goes against your morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? This shit is killing the ozone layer. You don't need that. What you need is a motherfucking Honda to get you from point A to point B. You need to be trying to get to a point where we don't need this shit at all. We need to be doing that, more primitive living and going into that. We need to be taking steps toward that, even though it's pretty hard to do. But we're gonna do it. It's an obstacle, but we got it. We got it, right? We got it. We believe it. We see it. Guess what's gonna come along? You're going to have haters come along. You're going to have people talking about you, beating you down, telling you you can't do it. But guess what? If you have strong morals, strong principles, and you have a focus, guess what? Guess what's going to help your focus? These morals and principles. But guess what I'm going to go into now? And I want to go into this real quick. I'm going to erase this. Y'all take a picture. Let me get close. Screenshot this. Screenshot this. Let me get close. I'm going to try to screenshot this so y'all can always have it. And it's going to be actually in the actual, screenshot it so y'all can have it so you can always look at it and be like, yo, he said, you can always look at the video, of course, too. But you can always look at this. Maybe you can put it somewhere where you can always look at it, all right? I'm going to erase this part right here. Y'all got it? Cool. Now, I'm going to erase, damn, I don't even want to erase none of this, right? Okay. So let's erase this part right here, right? And guess what? In order for you to have focus, you have to have something called faith. Now, a lot of people look at this right here. In order for you to make money without working, you have to have faith. Faith in what? Your morals, your principles, your values, what you stand by. They must be tried, tested, and approved. If you do what I'm telling you, it's going to work. But it's going to be scary because you're going to be walking on water. In the Bible, Jesus appears on the water to the disciples. The disciples is like, oh shit, there's a fucking ghost. And they're like, Jesus is like, fret not, my niggas. It's me. I'm in this bitch. And so Peter was like, Yo, my nigga, if that's you, tell me. I'll come out to the water right now. I want to walk on that shit too. And Jesus was like, my nigga Peter, come on. Peter was like, woo! Jumped out on the water, start walking on the water. Peter starts walking on this water, and he's going to Jesus. He's got his arms, he's like, yo, my nigga, I'm doing this shit. He's sliding across the water like he got ice on it. It's a storm. And then all of a sudden, he started looking at the waves. He started looking at the vastness of the water and all what he was doing. And it was unbelievable. And this nigga started really getting scared. And fear came into him. And guess what happened to him? That fear made him start sinking. He was like, yo, Jesus, yo, help me out. Jesus like, you bitch ass nigga. Should have stayed focused. Your fucking ass up. And what he said, ye a little faith. Faith. Now, when you jumped out of the water, your obstacle, your desire was to get to me. You should have stayed focused, having fun, walking on the water with me. But instead, you start looking at the waves. You start looking over there. You start looking over here. You start looking at the winds blowing and all of this shit that you ain't supposed to be paying attention to. You start giving your attention to shit, your obstacles, in the course of being out on the water walking with me, that you motherfucking start sinking, Peter. This was the moral of the story. It doesn't mean that Jesus actually walked on water. The moral of the story is you got to have faith. Now, what is faith? Let's break this down. Let's break this word down, right? And I pulled it up here. I'm going to break it down for y'all. To have faith is to have complete trust or confidence. To have complete trust and confidence in something or someone. Now, I want you to take a minute because a lot of people tell you that faith, they give you a fucked up meaning of faith. Today, I want to give you the real meaning of faith. To have faith is to have, remember this, is to have knowledge. That's what faith is. Faith is knowledge. Huh? To have complete trust in something, you got to have knowledge in it. I can't trust nothing I don't got knowledge in. They will tell you that faith is trusting in something that you don't know nothing about. That's bullshit. Just because it's unseen doesn't mean you don't know about it. Because it's unmanifest and you visualize it, you know about it. You acknowledge it because it's in your imagination. Your desires, you get your desire, you imagine it, you see it, you know it's there, you know that you can do it. Remember, you're convinced that you can do it. Why? Because you know you can do it, you have faith in it, you have complete trust and confidence in it. So to have faith is to have knowledge. It's to know. To have faith is to know. But faith without works is dead. Knowledge without applying it is dead. And that's what that meant. That's what that meant, reflection. To have knowledge but do not apply it to your life is dead. Faith without work is dead. You got complete trust in something, right? But then when it's time to walk on water, you have no trust. You have no faith. Therefore, you have no knowledge. You don't know. So when Jesus said to people, ye of little knowledge, it was really an insult. That's the first part. Okay, we're going to go to the next part right here for Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, masterteacher_natureBoy, to get more of these downloads. I'm going to be doing a lot of these downloads. And yo, like I said, man, be careful with this cryptocurrency. They're trying to make you put your treasures in earth instead of in earthly things, instead of putting your treasures in nature. Nature is the way, the truth, and the light. Right now, we need to be studying astrology and studying the things that need to be studied, not this fuck shit they talk about this cryptocurrency. They're trying to get you into the new bank system because the actual bank system that we have is failing, completely failing. And I want to show you how to do this without even making any have to go to work or nothing. Matter of fact, the universe, you ready? Are you ready? Matter of fact, Matter of fact, the universe is looking at your actions way more than they're looking at what you're talking about. Because remember, faith without work is dead. So the universe is looking at your actions. If you say, I want money right now, but go to work, that's the universe is like, no, you don't. You get money in 2 weeks. You have no faith. You have no knowledge about what the hell you're talking about. You didn't put no work in. You got faith. You got all the knowledge, but you didn't put no work in. That means you don't have faith. You don't have trust in your own values and principles. How many people talking about all the knowledge they have, but don't apply it? How many people we know in the age of information that got all the fucking information, all the knowledge, but don't apply it to their life? That's the difference between us and them, right? Because we apply that motherfucking knowledge to our lives, and it's shown to be real and true. See, I done been to the mountaintop, literally. Literally, I done applied this shit to my life. A nigga came out of nowhere and gave me $300,000 to do what I needed to do. In the middle of me walking in invisible steps, not knowing how I'm gonna get the money, somebody came and gave me $300,000. People can't even believe it. They're like, what the fuck? Somebody gave you? But what you do with the money? I gave it to my desires. I wanted to help people. So I gave it away to people. I gave all my energy to people trying to help them. I gave it to my desires. What was your desire? Your desire to have land. Oh, you want to own land. Why are you putting your desires on me? Well, you should have did this and you should have did. Well, nigga, that's your desires. That ain't my desire. My desire was to help people and give them money to people and help them and uplift them and, you know, get them to be happy and feed them right and do all this stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? But that was your desire. Why are you putting your desires on me? I'm still going to do it. I've been met with obstacles because what I want to do, it requires a lot of energy. It requires a lot of time, a lot of focus, because what I want to do is so big that it has to come with a lot of focus. It's going to be failure. There's going to be failure. How many of you can deal with failure? You know, how many people can deal with no? When life says no. How many of you can deal with motherfuckers hating you and exposing you and dealing and yeah, it's gonna happen. Whenever the bigger your goals are, the more obstacles gonna be there. But you gotta have focus. You gotta have faith in your principles. You have to have knowledge. You have to complete trust and confidence in your friend. When I move forward, I don't let nothing get in my way. I know my debilitations, which are my obstacles. I know my debilitation is woman. So at the end of the day, when women come, they be pretty and shit and everything. I never let it get in the way of what I'm doing. And for shorty is talking some shit and it ain't building up, and I'm gonna try to tell her what's going on, and she don't listen. Guess what? You gotta go, sweetheart. I'm sorry. If a dude come along here and he ain't going with the flow of my principles and my morals, he's breaking my principles and my morals, disrespecting my circle, being a square, then I have to get that square out of my circle. That's just how I roll. Because guess what? I ain't got no time. I'm focused on my desires. I'm focused. But guess what? When you do that, you level up. And when you level up, new level what? New devil. So we get harder. I'm built for this. We built for this, right? Mm-hmm. This is what we do. This is what we fucking do. Because we understand attention, currency. We understand our obstacles and what's the cost going to be. What's the cost of following the Christ? Pull it up in the Bible, huh? The cost of following the Christ. Here we are, rocking in our higher self, right? They got it, right? They got it in the Bible? They got it. It says, the cost of following the Christ. Believe it's in the cost of being a disciple is in Luke 14. Yeah, Luke 14. That's what it is. Yup. And let's pull it up. Luke 14. I mean, and it comes off so clear and so crisp that you can't even really desire. You can't really miss it up. Look at this. The cost of becoming a disciple, following your higher self, the Christ. That's what they call the Christ. Jesus was going into the Christ. Jesus was the prime example of what you're going to have to go through when you're walking into Christ. So he had, you can look all through the Bible as far as the Gospels and see what Jesus went through to understand when you come to the Christ, your obstacles. So this is like a pattern for you to understand like what's some of the shit you're gonna go through when you living in your higher self. And you can go to Matthew, Luke, Mark, and John and look at Jesus' journey. They don't tell you about his actual life. They just tell you about his walk as the Christ, which is the most important thing, right? We just need to know the walk. I need to know the pattern of what he went through. So when I see what he going through and what I'm going through is the right thing, now I know, oh, okay, I'm on a I'm a motherfucker. I'm paying the cost. Here it goes. In Luke 14:25, it says, a large crowd were traveling with Jesus, and turning to them, he said, if anyone comes to me and does not hate father or mother, wife or child, brother and sister, yes, even their own life, such as person cannot be my disciple. So nigga, this what nigga said. He said, yo, anybody that take up their cross and follow me cannot put their mother, father, any family, even their own life. The life that you have here in Babylon, you gotta hate it. You gotta be able to die. That's real though. That's what I went through. I had to let family go. I had to do all this shit to be in my higher self, or I could not be in the Christ consciousness. And it's funny because I'm just making an observation. I don't know. I'm not saying the Bible true or false. I read the story. It relates to my life. And I'm just saying if it relates to anybody else. I'm just using the information as I search for information. I see it's real. If it hits my heart and it's real, I give it to you because it's facts to me, because the shit is real. It's really happening. And it says, and whosoever does not carry their cross and follow me cannot be my disciple. Suppose one of you wanted to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see the cost, the obstacles, to see if you have enough money to complete it? So when you going into Christ, you got to know what you're going into. When you got your desires, you got to know what it costs to have your desires. You got to know your obstacles. You got to know the blueprint of what it's going to take to get those desires. A lot of y'all want stuff and they ain't even got the motherfucking, like I said, you broke. Too broke to pay the attention to get those desires. And you mad at the world because you can't get your desires because you don't have what it takes. But I want to give it to you. Reflection. This is what I wake up every day for. This is what I'm here for, to give you everything you need to do what you need to do. So here Jesus giving a parable about if you was going to build a house, you're going to want to know, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to build a tower, won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? We're going to go get the research. We're going to be like, what needs to be done first? For if you lay the foundation and are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying this person began to build and wasn't able to finish. Huh? This is what Jesus said. That's some real shit. I mean, I don't know who you are, but I read that and I'm like, damn, that makes sense. If you want to desire something, nigga, make sure you got your shit mapped out, that you know you're going to have haters, that you know that you're going to have people that are going against you. You're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're getting into before you get into it. A lot of people come to me, don't even know the obstacles and the cost of following the Christ. He said you gotta leave your family and you can't contact your family. Nigga, listen. I ain't asked you to come here in the first place. Or suppose a king is about to go to war against another king. Won't he first sit down and consider whether he's able with 10,000 men to oppose one coming against him with 20,000? If he is not able, he will send a delegation while the other is still long way off and will ask for terms of peace. In the same way, those of you who do not give up everything you have cannot be disciples. You got to give up all your desires to be a part of this fuck world. This fucking world right here, you have to completely dedicate yourself to your mission. You have to completely dedicate yourself to this. You have to give up the desire to be a part of this and want people to like you. People are like, how do you do it, man? They hating the shit out of you. I'm like, nigga, I don't care about what they think about me. I have no desire to be one with this world. I don't care about what these people think about me, man. Only thing I care about is helping you. And the only reason why I make the videos that I make on morals and principles is to keep you on track. Because y'all like the sheep. I'm trying to keep you inspired. I'm trying to show you the truth and keep your mind focused as you walking on your journey. Because I love myself. But I already know the cost. But nobody want to pay the cost to be the boss. But everybody want to be a chief and nobody want to be an Indian. Huh? Nobody want to be an Indian. So boom. You see that? You got to let go of all your desires of this world to go into your higher self. You understand? But me as a teacher, I have to come on your level and teach you, show you. You understand? Show you what this needs to be done and this needs to be done. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't put value in those things. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, I let everything go. I had a barbershop that was booming. I was about to franchise the shit. I walked away and gave it away. I gave all I had. I had cars and houses. I gave it all away. Anybody that know me know I gave everything away. If you've been following me from the beginning, you've seen I gave all of my life away. I was very successful because I've always had these values. I'm going to be successful in anything that I do because I have these values. Now, I gave all of it away to show I'm on a different path now. I'm on a different path. I'm in my higher self now. In Babylon, I did it to death. I gave it all away, though. And if anything was in my way that hindered me, whether that be a child, a woman, or anything, I was able to let it go without a shadow of a doubt. And I was hated for it, and I'm hated for it. The world going, but that's part of the obstacle, so I don't trip. When people talk about me, I don't trip. Because why? That's the cost of gaining my desires. I'm still focused. I still vision. I still feel it. I'm on the way. I'm still there in my mind. What? I wake up every day like, let's get it. You feel me? Let's get it. People be thinking I must be feeling like shit today. I'll be happy as hell. And people call me like, are you okay? I'm like, what? You know me not. I'm stupid good because the way my mind processes things and my perception on things is so optimistic. It's so in faith. I have complete trust and confidence in what I'm saying. Why? Because I've done it. I've done everything I'm talking about. So, it's easy for me. I want to inspire you, to show you so that you can see the magic of life. So that you can see that you're God. God said, let there be light, and there was light. I want you to say, let there be money, and there be money. But if you say, I want this amount of money right here, or I want this thing right here, don't focus on the money. Always focus on what you want. Fuck money. Money comes as a tool to do what you need to do with it. Never value money. Give it away at the drop of a dime. Never get attached to money, please. Get attached to you. Love me. My abilities is what man make the money. Money don't make the man. See, listen. Whatever you want, focus on that thing. You want a car? Don't focus on the money. Focus on the car. The money gonna fall in your lap. Oh, that's the jewel. You want a woman? Focus on the woman. Focus on her in your mind. Focus on your man you want. Focus on whatever you want and don't let it go. And guess what? The biggest part of us gaining our desires is creating a space for that to come into our lives. Woo! How are we gonna have this thing that we want or we desire when we dealing with a fuck nigga in our lives? But we want a king. You want a king, but you're dealing with a fuck nigga in your life. You telling the universe something totally different than what you're saying with your mind. You're like, I want this, I really want this, but you still stuck in your lower self of insecurities, fucking with a nigga that only even meets your values. So the universe is like, huh? There you go. That's what you got. Because you won't let a nigga go. You see me, nigga. People be just flying out this motherfucker. Nigga be flying so fast, they can't even get to the interview back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know people be gone. They be gone for like 2 weeks. You know, like, y'all don't even know they be out, bro. I be, what? Like that movie with the Indian dude, I be like, most certain, like, get him out of here. You know, because at the end of the day, I'm not going for it, man. This your world, man. It's your world. You ain't got to put up with shit. No, you won't have to have people in your life. It's not a requirement for people to be in your life. The fuck? People come in your life and they don't see things the way you see. Bye. I ain't got to sit here and argue with you every day. Bye. Bye. Let somebody else deal with that shit. I'm cool. I have faith and confidence that blessings are coming toward me that's supposed to be for me. I'm here in the unknown. I'm cool. I'm going to be straight. I know how this works. So when you see people flying out this motherfucker like a goddamn boomerang, pow, nigga, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out, home run out this motherfucker. Pow, you like, oh shit. Come on, bro. You got to be able to you have to be able to be focused. Focus on your desires. Now, faith is knowledge. To be knowledge is to know. But guess what? Something really crazy popped up when we looked up the meaning of knowledge, to know. Check this out. Guess what it means to know? You wouldn't even believe this. And this is the actual, what's the word I'm looking for? The archaic, meaning the original meaning of the word, the old meaning of the word. To know is to have sexual intercourse with. Did you know that? To know something meant to have sexual intercourse with it. To know something meant to have sexual intercourse with it. No?
Yeah, they don't make it no better.
All right, that's cool. We about to be done with this real quick. We don't really have a lot of artificial light around us. To know something is actually have the sexual intercourse. And that's funny because to know something is to exchange with it. You know what I'm saying? So in your mind, when you have faith, but the faith has no work put into it, meaning that you haven't done anything towards your goal at all. This is how you make what you want coming from the unmanifest to the manifest without doing nothing as far as work and for their system. This is the real currency that you need to be putting your motherfucking mind into. This is the real currency. We call it cosmic currency. It's our own currency. Hello. Who's with me? The chosen? 144,000? That's cool. 12 tribes, 12 signs. That's cool. Fuck cryptocurrency. It's cosmic currency, baby. Cosmic currency. That's what we living at now. Where you can make something come from the unmanifest to the manifest by preserving the thought and focusing on the thought. Now, if you focus on the thought, a byproduct of you focusing on the thought is going to be you doing something toward manifesting that thought. Whether you just get something material, but you start to talk about it, obsess about it, keep the energy and it has to come, Okay? And the last thing, before I end this, because it's getting dark over here, and I want to bring one thing up to you. I want you to read, this is some real shit right here. All right, I'm only going to bring to you the real. I want you to read Matthew 6 and 19 through 35. I believe it's 35. Remember this. Add this to your values. Add this to your value, because you have to base yourself in principles and values. These are habits, things you live by. My law, huh? You have to have these built into your desires for them to come. So now, when we read Matthew 16, and I'm going to read it to you, and this is going to be the ending of this download, and we're gonna make this go viral, right? Nah, people probably even won't care. All right, Matthew 6. Matthew chapter 6. They're trying to get you to get into cryptocurrency reflection, to get you to put your treasures on earth. That's what I'm telling you. In verse 19, it says, treasures in heaven. Do not, and this has been written, do not store for yourselves treasures on earth. That's the cryptocurrency. I'm talking about the cosmic currency. Cosmic currency is what? Treasures in heaven. The cosmic currency. Huh? Because everything on earth shall be done as it is in heaven. Peep game. Peep game. Do not store up yourself treasures on earth where moth and vermin destroy and where thieves break in and steal. because they're telling you about cryptocurrency and how they're working out the edges of how people can make money and steal the money. And they got security systems to back up the money, and everybody gets this poll, and everybody, works together to keep the money flowing and all this. We don't need a fucking money system. We have a money system already. It's called nature, nigga. When you breathe in, you cannot breathe in more than you breathe out. When you eat, you cannot eat more than you give back. Huh? When you drink, you cannot drink more than you give out. This is your resource. That is the ecosystem. We don't need money. We need values and morals and principles. My law is what we used to live by. That was our currency. We shared. We did not own. We shared. We must invest our attention and our focus into what's real. My law is what's real. The only thing you owe the earth for what you eat is your poop. And your poop will give you right back what you ate. The earth is already abundant. You're already rich. What are you talking about? We must respect each other. We must study astrology and know that certain people need space between each other. Certain energies do need space. So you will have your own space. Because that's respect. You have your space right there. I have my space right here. They do this all throughout nature. You got a gorilla tribe that's right here. And you got another gorilla tribe maybe 30 clicks up. So at 30 clicks up, they're over here, they live in harmony, but they're not against each other, but they live in a certain space around each other. You got the alpha there, you have the alpha here, you have tribes. We had tribes. We had tribes here to make a village. But that came from polygamy. We have forgotten our morals and principles. We talk about spirituality, but don't know what spirit means. Spirit means energy. So we must study energy. How do you study energy? You got to study elements. How you study elements? Astrology. It's very simple. That's our true money. Our true money is cosmic currency. Astrology. Understanding and knowing thyself. So that we can fall into the laws of Ma'at and principles of thought. The 7 hermetic principles. We need to carry these principles so that we can have a society where you don't need money. Because the money is your values and morals. It's what you value. It's principles and morals. Remember, what you value becomes money. What if your morals and principles were what you valued? Then therefore you would do unto others as you have them to do unto you, and they would be in bliss, we would be in heaven. And you must become the change. You must be the change for there to be a change. You must become the change. Matthew 6:19 through 35. Don't worry about the lights going out. Now it says, but store up yourself treasures in heaven. The cosmos, right? As above. Where moths and vermin do not destroy. This is knowledge of self. The heavens, knowledge of self. If you understood who you was, you wouldn't value money. You couldn't value money because you know you're God, and God speaks and things happen. God believes and says it and it happens. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So if your treasures are in cryptocurrency, there your heart is. The heart is the mind. Where your mind is, where your treasures are. Your treasures are in money. If you put your treasures in money, your treasures is this world. But what was the course of following the Christ or becoming the Christ? Off that shit. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck the whole life. Fuck everything in life. Nigga, fuck this whole shit. What was you talking about? Fuck this whole shit. Fuck all that. The eye is the lamp of the body. This is why we go like this. This is the eye. The heart is the eye. That is your third eye. Everybody say, my third eye is my heart.
My third eye is my heart.
Not my pineal gland.
Not my pineal gland.
My third eye is my heart.
My third eye is my heart.
Well, my first eye is my heart, right? Because your two eyes are actually an extension of the nervous system, which is the extension of your heart. The heart is the first organ to actually develop in the baby, right, in embryo, and everything else is actually an extension of the heart. Actually, the nervous system extends from the heart, so actually the brain is an extension of the heart. You see what I'm saying? This is why we go like this. You see, your brain represents Mercury. That's the computer. That's what processes how your heart feels and articulates it. You understand? So where your Mercury is at is very important because that's what your brain is doing. It's processing it. You see what I'm saying? So your first eye is you're literally a walking heart. And the heart is represented by what? Venus. Your moon, Venus, and Jupiter are connected to the same feminine aspect planets. Your Mercury, Mars, and Saturn are connected to the same masculine aspect. And this is all coming from the cosmic. You have God when you have masculine and feminine energy put together. This is what you need to understand. Cosmic energy, cosmic currency. I gave you the astrology 101 video, gave you those jewels. You can go apply those to your life. Gave you those downloads. Go download that app. I told you about software, hardware. Go download that. You know what I'm saying? Then you apply that and upload that and download that into your life. Huh? So he says the eye. Remember, because he just said where your treasures is, that's where your heart is also. Then it says the eye, which is the heart, is the lamp of the body. The eye is what? The eye is what? The eye is your mind. That's your intent. That's all that matters. Okay. The eye is the lamp of the body. If the eyes, all your eyes, he's talking to a whole bunch of people. If your eyes are healthy, then what? The whole body will be full of light. What is light? Life. I don't have those kind of treasures. My treasures are life. Kill him right away. Kill that man right away. He said something too important. Bruce Lee started talking that real shit. Nigga, kill him right away. Martin Luther King started realizing what the fuck was really. Malcolm X started realizing what the real. Marcus Garvey started making his own money. Gaddafi motherfuckers start motherfucking exposing what the fuck value of the money was. Enslaved the Libyans. But what was the cost? You must be willing to what? Lay down your own life. Fuck your life. Fuck your daughter. Fuck your son. Fuck everybody in this fucking life. You must be able, when you coming into your higher self, if this is your desire. Now, I'm not saying everybody's desire is to yet to come into their higher self. But when your desire is to live in your higher self, this is the cost. Some people desire just to be rich. Yo, go do that so you can get to the point where you want to be your higher self, because you have to go figure that out first. Go figure that out. Polite says that. Polite like, yo, I came here to be rich this life. Figure that out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to wake up in a world where you're going to be back at the same checkpoint. Checkpoint is you're still going to have the same lesson to get you right back to all roads lead to what? The source. You can take the how. You said the easiest way to nature and knowledge of self is what? Nature. To knowledge of self is what?
Nature.
I didn't say the quickest way from point A to point B. That's a straight line. I said the quickest way to knowledge of self is what?
Nature.
Nature. I'm nature boy. I'm here to break nature down to you. Now, before I go, I want to tell you what nature is. Nature is a system. It's a system of feminine and masculine put together. The expression of nature is all that you see. That's the vibration, the colors, the life, the fruit of this mathematical equation. Oh, we love the fruits of it. We love how the water falls. We love how it feels. We love the smell of the flowers. Those are all vibrations. We don't ever talk about masculine energy, which is the frequency. That is the pattern. We must understand the pattern, the masculinity of the objective facts before we can understand how to manipulate nature. Now, why is it important to manipulate nature? Because we need to be able to harness this energy in a correct way to protect it. We have dominion over this planet as the humans on this planet to protect it, not to dominate it and motherfucking eat it and do whatever the fuck we want that's not in tune with honoring our creation. We must live in harmony with it. But if we cannot live in harmony with our own human nature, what makes you think we can live harmony with the external nature? If we can't even have our own natural hair without makeup, just live our own plain face, have our own plain face and accept our own human nature as it is, How can we fall in love with the external world of nature and we cannot fall in love with our own being in its natural state? Everything starts at home. You must love this first. Love yourselves. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself.
I love myself.
You love yourself, then that extends and overflows to the external world. You want to help the world? You want to save the world? Save yourself. Stop worrying about everybody else. Worry about you. Love yourself first and give yourself the best food, environment, health. Give yourself and anybody that you can get to come along. And if they can't come along, fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Let me tell you something. Nothing is lost. All is transformed. Don't let anybody get in your way. It's all in the fucking illusion. And it's all a test and it's all an obstacle. And you don't take this shit too serious because it's all options. And these are all fucking illusions. Let me tell you something. Nobody's real. Nothing is real. You're living inside your own mind. It's all a fucking dream. It's not real. People aren't real. Nothing is real. That doesn't mean you be rude to them, but you do not let them come and take you from your morals and principles and values that you instilled in yourself to make sure that you succeed to get your desires complete. And anything that comes in your way, an obstacle come in your way, you supposed to take obstacles and get over them, go under them, go around them, get the fuck out my face. I'm not trying to hear this. Relentlessly, you supposed to get over your obstacles and nail them down quick. You see a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, in your camp that ain't supposed to be there? Oh, we from the streets. What we do with a rat? What we do when we see somebody that snitched? What do you do with somebody that you see somebody in your camp that ain't really about that life? What's the laws of them? We murder that nigga, right? We punish that nigga because he broke morals and principles that we live by. You have to have morals and principles in your camp. Nobody can just come along and break those morals and principles and not hold consequences. We must live by principles and morals of my art, and we must be able to enforce these laws upon our women and children and our culture. And we are a cult that's been here before they got here. Huh? Oh, we're an ancient culture. We're a cult. Yeah, we're down with everything else in nature and everything else in the universe. We're in harmony with that. There's a culture going on. Yeah, we're one with that culture. It's not a new culture. It's actually the one that was already fucking here before they invaded the planet and put their culture on top of the cult that was already here. There's a culture that is called nature. And you got to live in harmony with that culture and be one with that culture. And I'm so glad to be a cult leader of that culture. I'm so glad to be a cult leader of nature. Hell yes. Cult leader of nature, boy. Fucking right. I am proud to this. Please, yes, ask me about my cult. Ask me about our culture. Ask me about my morals and principles. Ask me about those things. Huh? I would love to break them down to you and explain them to you. Or we can ask you about the cult that you're already part of. You would say, don't drink the Kool-Aid. I'll tell you, don't drink your fucking tap water. Anyway, Matthew 6:19, and it says, the eye is the lamp of the body. The heart is the lamp of the body, right? If the eyes are healthy, if your heart is healthy, if your fucking mind is healthy, your whole being will be full of light. And you will vibrate at the highest frequency of life. Huh? But if your eye is unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. And if the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness? Because all you're going to project is negativity in your life. If your heart is bad and you have a bad mind, and all you're going to do is project into your reality darkness and fear and hate and deceit and lies and sit there and talk about a nigga all day. How great is that darkness when your motherfucking mind is unhealthy? All you're going to do is project into your reality all the things that you do not desire. And then it goes on to say this. No one can serve two masters. This is where loyalty comes in. You know what I'm saying? Huh? This is where loyalty comes in. People are like, oh, you got your own mind, boo. You can think about what you know. We got one fucking mind. We got morals and principles we live by in this camp. In this cult, in this culture, we live by rules and regulations. And if you don't like those rules and regulations, you are willing to leave. We are not holding you here captive. We didn't ask you to come here. You asked to join us. So therefore, you should have studied the morals and principles that we live by. Don't try to come here and enforce your morals and principles. Then we already have morals and principles here. If you got your own morals and principles, go live those out and create your own culture and then see where the results of that get you. Don't try to come here and change minds. Everybody knows my code and my culture. What the rules, what we live by. Huh? So then it was said, no one can serve two masters. It says either you will hate one or love the other, or be devoted to one and despise the other. This comes with morals. No one can serve God and money. Nigga, either you gonna be part of this world or you not. Either you in this shit or you not. Let me tell you something. If you're gonna be a devil, check this out. And I tell people all the time, if you're going back to Babylon, and you're going back to Babylon, be Babyloned out, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be devoted to Babylon, nigga, if that's what you're going to do it. But whatever you're going to do, don't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. How the fuck you not going to be dedicated to one and despise the other? You can't be both foot in, both foot out. I serve God and the motherfucker. Come on, man. You would be devoted to one and you would despise the other. I can't stand this world and everything about it. I expose it every time I get a chance. The only thing that keeps a smile on my face is that I'm on the way out of here. And this is the most beautiful part about this passage that I love. Verse 21, it says, do not worry. This is how you start manifesting money. This is how Jesus was teaching people how to manifest money without money. Check this out. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, what you will drink, what your body, or about your body, or what you will wear. Is not life more worth than food? Isn't your body worth more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. This is where Jesus started leading people to nature. He's using nature as a pattern of a guide for the people, for people to understand life. He uses nature. Right in the Bible. This is Jesus. Maybe you never heard of this Jesus. Jesus says, look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap, store away in barns. Let your heavenly Father, which is the structure of nature, Father is the blueprint of nature. He's showing you the blueprint. Okay? The mother is the expression of it. Okay? But your heavenly Father, which is the blueprint, which is DNA, the way it's set up in nature is nothing has to work. You don't have to work in their system. Your heavenly Father will take care of you. Aren't you much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add 1 single hour to your life? And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow? Look, he's going back into nature. He's showing you the flowers of the field. He said, look how the flowers of the field grow. They do not labor nor spin, yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor, Solomon was a rich man like Diddy. He was like, he was Diddy bopping. He had hundreds of wives. This nigga had clothes. He had everything. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom, knowledge, all that shit. Boom. See how the flowers of the field grow? They do not labor or spin, yet not even Solomon in all his splendor is dressed like one of these. If this is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow thrown in the fire, will he not much more clothe you? You of little what?
Faith.
And why he saying anything he told Peter? You a little faith. You don't know how to walk in God, in Godism. You don't know how to walk and be gods and goddess. You have to walk into faith in the unknown. You still worshiping the white man. You still worshiping the system, not the white man. Let me not say the white man, because this system is beyond the white man. This is a spirit. It's just that it's easy to be in a Caucasian mold. But now I'm starting to be convinced that it's even easier to be in a melanated body, because it uses the melanated body at a higher frequency of power. So it's more powerful in a melanated body than it is even in, it don't even want to harness. The evil spirit doesn't even want to go inside the Caucasian no more. It wants to go inside the melanated being, because the melanated being you can pull more energy into use as a force than rather than go into a less melanated body where you don't need, you know what I'm saying? So these forces come into melanated form more frequency now because of cosmic mutations. They come into melanated form. That's why so many black people hate black people, because these spirits live inside the melanated beings now because they have cosmic mutations. And these cosmic mutations allow light to bend in their mind so they don't understand what they are. And so now you have the devil in the most potent form with melanin power in it. Whew. Walks off.
Into the darkness.
Walks off stage and just killed the whole shit right there,
Into
man.
the darkness.
Man, right into the darkness, like, yo, that's all I have to say. That was heavy. That was heavy, but it's real though. Because if I'm a demon, I want to get inside the most powerful. Why would I want to get in a weak ass body? A mutated body. I want to get inside the most updated version of power. I want to be able to harness all of the electricity, all of the power to power my being, to power my existence. Why would I want to get into a white body? You want to get into a black body. So most black people are demons. You understand? Demons ain't stupid. They want to get powerful, just like anything else. It needs power, it needs energy. What harnesses more energy than a melanated body? Come on, man. This is what it does. So the most people that's going to hate on me, going to be demons, they're going to be black people, melanated people. I'm not fooled by them. I'm not fooled by the spirit because I see the spirit. More black people hate me than white people just be in the box like, oh, dude, you're brilliant. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not really worried about that right there because I can see it from a mile away. But Jesus starts to talk about, he said, ye a little faith. See, I'm telling you how to make money without having to work. But you're going to have what? Faith. Faith in what? Your morals and principles. What is faith? Faith is knowledge. You have to have knowledge and morals and principles. You have to have these ma'at laws and set in you, and you have to have the focus. You have to focus your what? Attention. And your attention is your what? Currency. That's your currency. This is cosmic currency. Your attention and your ability to focus on something is your ability to be successful in grasping your desires. But in order to do that, you must overcome what? You must overcome your course, which is your what? Your obstacles. Simple as that. So focus is the key to your success. And whatever you do, whenever trying to get all of your desires, focus is the key to your success. All right? But check this out. I'm telling you right now, cryptocurrency is the devil. The devil. The evil. I'm telling you right now, they're trying to get you to focus your energy because this shit don't work without your energy. They need your fucking energy. The currency does not work without you. They need you. That's why they're building a network. They need you to they need to scare you. They need to scare you into it. But you shouldn't have your attention there anyway. We're new people. We have knowledge of information. We know that we can manifest without doing this. This is why Nature Boy is telling you right now, before this shit fall off, move to the tropics, get your motherfucking space, motherfucking start growing your own shit, and be somewhere where you can go into the jungle, just get fruit that's falling on the ground, start eating fruit, so that, because you know, guess what? You ain't gonna have access to meat in a minute. You're not gonna have access to all the shit that just appears to be all around you. No, you're not gonna have that. When the banks shut down, guess what? All you're gonna have to be able to sustain yourself off is fruit. But guess what? Some of y'all couldn't even be fruitarians right now because of the fact that you would get sick. You're vibrating so low, if you just try to eat fruit, you would die.
Yep.
Your body not even prepared.
Yep.
So that's why I love my self-reflection. That's why I want to do this download. You know what I'm saying? Read the rest of Matthew 6, 19 to 35. Keep that inside you. Remember, this is the cosmic currency, not the cryptocurrency. And remember, you heard it here first, Nature Boy TV. We don't have a lot of artificial light on. I apologize about the video getting dark at the end. But y'all know what it is. All the real recognize real. Realize. I love myself. Peace.